guys, it's been a few days since we've done a video. They're not the best in the world. I'm still learning this process. But here is Mikey on one of our other yards. This one is actually a very steep hill. Mikey, the daredevil that he is, mows this on our Troy belt. I'd feel safer if he was on the Cub. It holds the hill a little bit better. But like I said, you can see the incline. And you can see how steep it is. So we shall watch him and see if he goes down this hill here in just a minute. I'll get you a few cuts. We'll see if I can get him on another yard today as well. But we got a late start today, so it's probably going to be a short video. Stopping to pick up the trash so we don't hit it in the yard. I got a lot of it, but not all of it. So we will show you, and if anybody needs tips on riding a mower down a steep hill, a zero turn down a steep hill, you can always ask Mikey, because he will do it. He will find a way to ride it down one of these steep hills to make sure it will work. Right in there is where is more than likely, right smack dab in the middle, sorry, is the steepest part of the hill. But as he goes that direction that he was just going, that shows it goes up at an incline and then gets steeper as it comes down. A lot of times he's learned to back the mower down and then go back up. At an angle, it usually holds better. But like I said, the daredevil that he is, he's had this mower on some pretty steep hills, even though it's not recommended. Right as he gets right here is where it gets the steepest. He's right above the lip where it drops off right there. I don't know if you can see it in the video or not. But, and then it gets easier as we go down, obviously. He normally doesn't mow it side to side, so I don't know if he's going to keep trying to go side to side to show you, or if he's going to go down it like he normally does, yeah. So are you going to keep going side to side, or are you going to go down it like you normally do? Alright guys, I'm sorry, I paused it for a second. And then I hit the wrong button. Of course, I'm still new at this. So like I said, he's stopped for more trash. It's going to be kind of boring. I'm going to try to edit this one. I wasn't able to edit the other one. But I am going to try to edit this one because I want to pause it and get a couple of our yards that we're trying to get in tonight done, so that I can show you the difference. All right. Now you will see he'll start leaning pretty good here in a minute because he's coming to the steepest part of this bank. Like I said, he's mowed it across like this before, but you see how he's sliding just a little bit. And then he knows he makes me paranoid when he does this. But he's learned if he backs down it, or if he comes straight down it head first or front first, it works a lot better. Now I think he's just showing off for y'all on YouTube. So needless to say, that's very dangerous because he could roll that mower at any point in time. And he knows it gives me a heart attack every time he does it. But he does it anyway. So I'm going to pause this one for now and pick up in a few minutes. We'll let him go through this one more swipe and give me another heart attack real quick. He's almost at the bottom of the incline. There he goes. This is the steepest part. He'll go up it and then back down it to an extent so he does not slide like he did a moment ago. Alright guys, I'm going to sign off for now. Like I said, I'm going to try to edit this one, but I make no promises. And I will pick back up here in a little while. Thanks, YouTube. Thanks, guys. Alright, guys. Here is the hill after Mikey has finished mowing it and sliding on the hill and playing. Obviously, we heard him hollering the other one. There's the steepest part of the hill, and that's where he was sliding down. Sorry, again, I'm wiggling the camera around. But this is the hill when he's done. And he did inform me there are times that he goes side to side like he did today. Sometimes he goes up and down just to change it up and we don't get too many ruts in the yard from going the same pattern all the time. Like I said, guys, I'm going to try to edit this video so I can add it to the other one. But this is just one part of this yard. It's the main part of this yard. And then we come over and we've got the gravel driveway that goes all the way along the side. And the bushes that we've trimmed some of. But we'll go down here and I'll show you the backyard as soon as I get around to the box truck that's in the driveway. So anyway, that's the main part, the biggest part of the yard. And then here we have the backyard. The front yard on this one is super tiny. I'm not going to go over by the shed today or the garage over there because one of the people that are dog sitting has his dog out there and he's not too happy for people being around. But anyway, here is the back part. And we may see Mikey pop in and weed eating here in just a few minutes, but I'll probably pause it before then because he's lining his weed eater. So these are bushes that we trimmed by hand actually because our hedge clippers were in the shop. We trimmed these by hand probably a month ago, if that. But where you see the others, that's the bigger stalks. We'll have to get the chainsaw out here to get some of this stuff down. But we did this side of it. And I'll give you a quick glimpse of the front yard. There's the other end of this one. Oh, there goes the weed eater. The kids playing around on their bikes today. But with the gravel yard, we have to be really careful how close we get to it. For the fact that these are big gravel, so it picks them up and flings them pretty good. I should know, I'm notorious for throwing stuff with my weed eater. Hi guys! And there's Mikey. He's going to start weed eating. This is the front yard. So we've got the driveway that comes down through the middle. And there's the front of the house. So there's only a small portion on the other side of the sidewalk there that actually belongs to this yard. Like I said, the side yard is the biggest part to this yard. But this is the front yard in it. And then just a little indention over here. This side of the brush we still have to cut. She hasn't told us when she wants us to do it yet. But this is one of her rental properties, so. But this is the other side. We've got to clean up this side too when she decides she wants it done. And that leads into the backyard. They do have it fenced off. And then the whole whopping front yard. Mikey weed eating again. He does, we don't use an edger. We use our weed eaters to edge. If anybody understands that, my dad was notorious. He always had to have an edge. So he taught me how to do an edge with an edger, which I never could get the concept of very well for the fact that I would always hit the blade on the sidewalk. So I had taught myself, along with Mikey's help, to edge with the weed eater. It saves time, money, and a piece of equipment we don't have to haul. But anyway, and I think the edge with the weed eater looks really good. It is not a big gap. I personally like to edge with the weed eater better than I do an edger anyway. But anyway, I'm going to sign off for now and pick back up here in a few minutes. We're headed to another yard here in just a few. I'll get a couple shots of that one for you as well. Talk to you in a few, guys.